There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Maybe a crease. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Takes a handoff. It's Owens. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Right, here we go. Let's go.
Looking for room. It's Hall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Switch it. Where did he go?
They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Aggies offense will have another go at him. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time is they just walked it down for a touchdown, David.
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Reed unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field.
Go. Ready. Ready, go.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, LSU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll run it again. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Pulls it in. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Here's Reed to throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. And he's knocked down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Got his man. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Barry. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Going for it all. He's got another one. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Needs a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Ready. Slap. Bubba. Western. Where did he go?
Throwing. Lewis. He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Lewis wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. No good. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. The run inside. It's Berry. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to change this route. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Going to try to get it himself.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Ready. 30. Over. Slot.
Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Move. Booster. Hydro. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Run 18, run 18.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Play action with Reed. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Firing to the right, complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. LSU right back to the line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Running inside. It's Berry. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book as we head to the 4th. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Rushes on him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
On the ground with the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Play fake, Reed. Moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And man, this is a big decision for this offense. Like having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll take it himself. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on 4th down.
Man, I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Throwing Reed. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The run inside. It's Edwards. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. LSU quick to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Might be changing the route. Lewis from the gun on third down. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Reed makes the grab, and a big-time grab.